Editing videos might seem hard, but with this Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial, you'll be shocked at how fast you can pick it up. It's made for beginners and shows you exactly how to create professional looking videos for YouTube, marketing, or even client work. The best part? If you stay tuned till the end, you'll learn one editing technique that most people skip, and it makes a huge difference in how polished your content looks. So let's not waste any more time. I'm going to hand this off so we can jump right in.
In just a few minutes, you'll know exactly how to start editing your very first video. So when you first open the program, this is what's going to show up. Go to the top left corner to hit New Project. We're then going to name our project and choose a location for where you want to save your project. So next, I'm going to go to the top left corner and hit Edit, which will bring me to this screen. This button over here in the top right corner is called your workspaces, and you can choose different ways to lay out your program. I'm going to go with essentials for now because this is a great starting spot. Importing your media and setting up a sequence. So to get started, we're going to go to File, Import, and select your footage. Or you can choose to drag and drop your footage right into the left where it says Add Your Media. I'm going to drag in all of my footage and my music. Once your clips are imported into your project, you can take your first clip, drag and drop it into the timeline, which is at the bottom, and it will automatically create your first sequence for you. Basic cutting and trimming. Use the razor tool by pressing C to cut clips in the timeline and V to switch back to selection mode. So I'm going to press C. Now you can see my mouse changed to a razor. And now you can make cuts throughout our footage to make clips. And now if I press V, it goes back to the regular mouse. And this is the same thing over here. I can click the razor over here or the selection tool here. You can also drag the edges of your clips to trim them as well. If you want to get a little bit more precise, I'm going to zoom in using my trackpad. And you can just drag the clips to trim them as well. I can now choose which clips I would like to keep, and I could reorganize however I would like. If I want to add in another clip to my timeline, I'm going to go up to my footage and drag it into my timeline. When you have your video laid out in your timeline, the next thing you can do is you can start to add transitions and effects. You can go to the effects panel up here and drag in a transition like cross dissolve between your two clips to create a nice fade between your two clips. If you want to add a blur, you can just search it up here. I add it to my clip. To really tweak the effects that you applied to your footage, you will go to the Effect Controls panel, and this is where you'll be able to change certain aspects of the effect. Simple transitions like this are really what makes your edits stand out. Next thing I'm going to do is talk about audio editing basics. To add your audio to your clip, I'm going to drag and drop audio down at the bottom. And again, I'm going to use the same cutting technique by pressing C, cutting my audio about there, pressing V, deleting the second half, and then trimming it so it's the exact same length as our video. You can adjust the volume of the audio by dragging this line up and down to increase or decrease the volume. You can also add fades to the beginning and end of your audio clip by dragging this little box at the beginning and end of your audio clip to add in a fade. In your project panel on the top left corner, you will see all the different types of assets you have. We have video footage, audio, and then this right here is our sequence. To stay organized, I would always recommend naming your sequence as soon as you make it. So I'm going to name this Premiere Tutorial Version 1. Once you are all done building out your sequence, we're going to go to the Export tab next to Edit. The first thing you're going to do is make sure the name is correct. Choose the location of where you want to save your export. Make sure you save it to a spot where you know you'll be able to find it. For format, I would choose H.264 as this will work for most platforms. And I would choose a preset like high quality 1080p as this also will work for most platforms. And next, all you have to do is hit export. I hope this video helped and you feel prepared to start your first project in Adobe Premiere Pro.